No, but he said, call me a chef.
Pot wash, etc., etc. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for inviting me here to let me see you first of all and talk to you as well. So I'm going to talk about this place, the Warehouse Cafe. Warehouse Cafe is a continuity of the place which is in the Friends of the Earth building, which is in Digbeth. Probably, I hope everybody at least heard about the Friends of the Earth. So we do have in Birmingham house which is owned by them, one only of two in the Great Britain. And so that's the building, and that's the part of the building which actually are hosting the Warehouse Cafe right now. From the 1988, when the history starts, the building was closed for the public. It was just offices and the small communal kitchen when the people can make a sandwich, tea and coffee. And one of the employees, volunteer girl, decided to open this space to the public as well. So she decided to cook for her colleagues and to, if anybody wanted to have some vegan in that time, food was more than welcome. It was on the first floor, flat room, maybe size 4 to 4 meters, that was the eatery. Kitchen was even smaller, 1/2 to the 1/2 meter. And that's how the story starts, and that was 1988. She ran this for the 20 years, then unfortunately she felt very ill and gave up with the business, so somebody else took it over and ran this as the Warehouse Cafe after that. So they changed the name, and from that point it was vegetarian place, not vegan only. I hope you are familiar with the veganism, what it is, and vegetarianism, and you probably see the differences in between. As the person which right now cooking almost 9 years for the vegan and vegetarian, I'm quite, let's say, I wouldn't say I've got a lot of knowledge behind, because I'm not vegetarian and vegan either. But I used to be for the 3 years vegetarian during my master degree in the forestry. Good story, isn't it? And I found it a little bit difficult to actually live on it. I guess it's just my own preferences about the food. So I cannot easily pass by some beef cookery space because I felt a little bit driving into it. But doesn't mean I cannot cook vegetarian and vegan. And I think I'm not bad with it. Because I took it over 5 years almost ago from the previous business, the same name, trading name, the Warehouse Cafe. So the continuity of the business still almost since 20 years now. And recently I give up with it. I just give it to all my employees. So they will now run this place, the Warehouse Cafe, still as a co. I was running this as a community interest company. It was a free spirit cooking, the name, the trading, that was the business name. But the trading name, the Warehouse Cafe, will still hold with them. So I've always cooked. I remember my first meal was, and I was, I guess, 7 years old because I'm just at school, and I cooked the dinner for my parents. And that was kisher. It's a Polish, let's say, desserts, which you will know as a custard, but you're using the milk to make it. In Poland, we are using the water. It's just the cornstarch, water, and some fruits in it. I was so glad. Even though it was undercooked, now I know that. My parents look at my my perfect dinner. Of course, nobody touched it because it was cold. It was not so nice, but that was my first experience. 6 years old, was I think 6 or 7. That was not bad at all. And that was the continuity. Of course, during my school, I don't cook as much because I rely on my parents. But then when I was studying, of course, the students cook almost everything. My diet was sometimes, for example, the pigeons. We quite like them in Krakow. They are full of them. And once I decided to actually cook once. And the stew was quite nice. There was some significant taste of it. I don't want to figure out what exactly was it, but everybody have it. Friends of mine have all of them with enormous amount of ketchup. Stew with ketchup, I'm not sure. But running the cafe as a vegan and vegetarian, I'm saying vegetarian because vegan will not feel well seeing if somebody, okay, it's just a 5% or 3% of vegetarian food in it. So we can call it almost vegan. And he says, no, no, it's not vegan because it's vegetarian. It's vegan, vegan. They are very strict about it.
Can you just explain in case some people are not clear about the difference?
Veganism, it's not allow you to use any produce from animal. Means milk is straightforward, eggs are straightforward. Even the warehouse cafe, they call it the pure vegetarian. Means we are not using eggs, which for a Sikh is obvious, but for vegetarian not as much. So vegetarians still using, let's say, milk, cheeses, eggs, honey, which are vegetarian produce. So vegan people don't use the honey at all. They not use any produce from animals at all. Some of the supplements of the flour, for example, are made from bones to make it, let's say, better. And vegan, of course, cannot do this. The veganism is a little bit more than just a food. It's just a style of life. So I'm pretty sure this paint is not vegan because we are using bones to make paint whiter, more stable, etc., etc. So they are looking a little bit on the different direction of the style of the life. So in our kitchen, in our property, we cannot store any animal produce at all. So I wouldn't say pure vegan, except the milk and the cheese we are using, but we cannot, all our paints were vegan, all our floors were vegan. Lighting, I don't know. Internet, I'm not sure the internet actually is vegan. Maybe we should actually dig it. I would be not surprised if it's not, but that's a different story. Or even petrol. But that's the one of the things we are always facing, means trying to satisfy the people which are coming and trying to get, first of all, of course, good meal, second, good atmosphere, and third, they will be understand how they're doing. So, first thing at all, doing cooking, eating vegetarian is very sustainable, as you probably can guess. But even cooking vegetarian food, which is transferred from the different parts of the world, is more sustainable than actually having, for example, local sandwich with the cheese. Because even you are transporting something from Australia to Great Britain, it would be more sustainable. Sounds horrible, but would be more sustainable than actually transport, let's say, a piece of cheese or eating a piece of cheese from the Shropshire. But the one thing which I personally found quite strange about the priority. People need to focus more about the priority because, for example, if you are not decide give up eating the meat for 1 year, and then you are flying to America, your carbon footprint will be balanced. So, if you don't need to fly to America, you don't need to fly to America and still eat the meat and will be almost the same. So, making a priority, I think, is very important. And I'm sort of sorry, but thank you very much. And you are going to report in the place and hope they will cook good.
Thank you very much. So we